I hope you're having a good week so far. We are actually traveling in some of us, not all of us, traveling in the Korean Blockchain Week. So calling calling in from Seoul, Korea today. What's up, Lazy Ape? Everything's fine. Hi together. Just 1 year here, other year in video call. So you must be working, huh? So no stop for Web3. Yeah. So being good, being good. Let's start with some updates. So the number one is a distribution for the campaign number one. It's been done. I think some of you guys made really good profits, and we're more than happy to reward you guys for the couple hundred nodes deposited. That's crazy. Everything is fine, but it's getting a little cold. Yeah, man. Depending on where you are. In the US, where we're based, up north, it's getting cold. It's autumn time, fall time. Here in Korea, it's actually not that bad. Highest in about the like 20, 24, 25 degrees. So, yeah, be warm at this time of the year. Thank you for distribution. Crazy battle now on OpenSea. Yeah, man. So for sure, yeah, these OpenSea price is in Ethereum, and whenever ATH pumps, it's like it's the market is like a little bit inefficient, so there's a room for arbitrage. Yeah, you must be one of those two or three wallets that are killing it, absolutely killing it. Yeah, so be prepared for more. So more is coming. We absolutely appreciate for moving all those NFTs from OpenSea to us. Because of these huge volume spike, I think at some point we're surpassed OpenSea for like our daily trading volume. Yeah, so we're catching up. We're catching up. Yeah, Lady Ape is asking you DOXBA20. You can decide to remain silent, or you can answer directly. Entirely up to you. Yeah, I think the part of the purpose of the campaign was to sort of educational purpose, like to because we need for these it makes the essentially make the market more efficient. There's always the need for arbitrageurs, liquidity providers as well. I think the LPs made good money. Like if you LP'd early, and then either pumped, and you have to be making some really good returns. No, started too late to get these both. Oh, so it's not you then. So so that remains to be a mystery. Who are the top winners? Because I remember in the data, like for distribution, there's like three wallets that are just significantly overperforming all the other wallets in terms of deposits. So yeah. Yeah, the LPs. So the LPs are definitely killing it. Also with the arbitrage, the trading fees goes. We don't take. By the way, we don't take any cut on the fees. All the trading fees goes to LPs. So that, which is great. And then I think at some point the LPs APY is like over 70%. 40% of that is 30 from fees. You were number three, still really good. I forgot how much number three got, but still really good. Those two wallets probably did like more than 100 nodes easy. Yeah, and then even after the campaign ended, there's still quite some deposit. I think at one point I saw there was one wallet did like 10 nodes and just digital nodes. I think once people realized that you can sell nodes as ERC20 token, like without waiting for FT trading, it's pretty much like a no-brainer. Do you know when we will be able to deposit your GPUs? Great question. I'm going to get there. Yeah, we can talk about that first. Yes. So for any of you guys who don't know, DOG just had I would say the most crazy launch this year so far. They launched at 5 billion, got up to like 7-8 billion FDV, and now I think it's at around 4 billion. Really, really impressive. Their nodes are, if you remember when they did the node, the highest tier I remember was around 200 million. So at 4 billion FEV, that's a 20x for node buyers. Pretty crazy. So once we go live, right now we're just waiting for a few things. I would say like the earliest might be next week. We're already deploying on mainnet and a few other things. Yeah, so the current FDV indicates per node value at $4,000. $4,000 is going to be the like all the vesting token for each node combined at the current price. So once we open up for VZOG trading, I think it's likely gonna be at a 20% discount, similar to Aether. And there's just gonna be people trying to sell the node VZOG. And the difference, this is gonna be huge because different than on Aether, where OpenSea launched first. With the VOG one, we're gonna be the only place to sell or buy nodes through the LNT's trading. So that's pretty crazy. Like if you guys are node holders, you probably already see the rewards accruing in your wallet. It's pretty significant. What we're still kind of need to settle, finalize with DOG is their launch was kind of rushed. Like they are not as ready in terms of in terms of launching a chain. So their token, so it's really weird. So the DOG token, it's kind of launched on BSC. The DOG tokens, it's on the PancakeSwap, and the nodes are on Arbitrum. None of those are on ZOG mainnet yet. So in our case, it's like we want to have some like would to support building on ZOG mainnet. But the easiest approach was probably to do everything on Arbitrum, as you guys are doing, where as you guys are already familiar with Arbitrum, it's predictable, and then there's liquidity for everything. You sell the Aether VATH, and then you can sell it to Ethereum, sell it to USDC, port to centralized exchange. It's all supported. If it's purely going to be on ZOG, it's going to be, I would say it might not be that user friendly in the beginning. So expect to see some like announcement about just finalize these details of them. Like they're too exhausted with the launch, as you could imagine. Now they've launched on Binance, all these brain exchanges, and like it's just they're a bit swamped. Yeah. The next rounds of no deposit campaign will have some terms, right? 15 USDC straight deposits. It'll be still very much similar to that. The only difference would be we're going to put a cap on per wallet, maximum node rewards per wallet. Now you can have multiple addresses and still try to farm as much as you can, get a deposit as much as you could. That is totally fine. We just want to make it a little bit slightly more inconvenient for users, because I think at this point the educational purpose is already well achieved with the power users, and that we don't have infinite money, so we wanted to be able to reward more users. So we're gonna set up a per account cap. Yeah, it makes sense. Thanks. Yeah, I think Lazy Ape actually advised us on it in the private chat in the ticket. Yeah, it was like should we like set up a cap? Yeah, and then we discussed, and I felt like it is necessary. Good advice. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, like even if you can still have multiple accounts, that's fine, and we'll still do the same like campaign. Yeah, so these might actually cap it because last time we just went ahead and then just run it as long as we could, and then it was like overwhelmingly well received. I think lots of people from Aether saw it, and then they learn how to do it. And this time we might actually just set up like a total node cap, and then if that cap is reached, let's say 200 nodes, right? If 200 nodes is reached, then we could easily just open up a new round. Yeah, so that'll be the I would say that slight difference, but in terms of rewards, it's something like the first campaign. Yeah, more updates on Aether actually. We actually were able to actually discuss a bit with them in person yeah, this week. They're all here, like some of us are here, so it's good to like we met before at other like conferences, crypto conferences. But nowadays, like the traction with LNT is it's really good. I think the Aether team is pretty surprised that because previously with MetaStreet, there's really not that much activities, even though the deposit were higher, but it wasn't that well received. Um, so one possibility would be that potentially like Aether doing a buyback through LNT. So that could actually be very interesting. It would be literally Aether buying VATH and then keeping the notes or buying back the notes. So yeah, so that's gonna be one if that's confirmed and it's announced, I think the deposit is gonna significantly increase in a very short period of time. Yeah, and this is not as the campaign, the buyback campaign they did was so like the opposite of user friendly because they set up like a fixed price for the buyback, and then it's like you take it or not. Either you want it or you don't, or you leave it. So most people decided to not take it. But with T, it's price discovery with the market. So as you can see from the chart, the VATH price went from 40% to like almost 50% discount now to 24% discount. Many of these price range it will apply to different people who want to sell or not. So then the buyback will become the decision of the user, the decision of the holders. So yeah, so I think if they wanted to use the LNT for buyback, that would actually make a ton of sense. So wait to see that. We are yeah we love for them to use it because that would demonstrate the sort of the product market fit for LNT. Yeah, so Zero G hopefully we could get it launched like next week. The main issue is that their liquidity is very segmented. The token is on PancakeSwap, which is on BNB chain, and the NFT is on Arbitrum. There's no bridge for the node from Arbitrum to Zero G. So the integration, mostly we would need some sort of clarities on if they wanted to go forward with it. But one thing we are sure of is that the DOG node holders really wanted to sell their nodes. So yeah, that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be very interesting. So there's actually more integration up. So I remember talked about SoFun. The SoFun we actually start to have a timeline. The latest we are gonna do it is December when their nodes become transferable. So once in that case with SoFun, you could do the similar charge from OpenSea or EaseFlow per se to IslandT. And then also another project that demonstrates to run IslandT is a project called RivalZ. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the project. They did a node sale in like January this year, and then they gave out whitelist to Ether community as well. So they did a relatively smaller node sale, probably like 4 or 5 million total sold. And they wanted to do something just like the Ether checker node. So with IslandT and the node trading. Yeah. So if that we're still kind of prioritizing the DOG launch. But with RivalZ, it's going to be on base chain. Then the nodes are also on Arbitrum. Oh yeah, please. Of course. Let me write that name. RivalZ. It is. Yeah, no, RivalZ. Yeah, they did get wrecked. I think I saw the chart at some point before. I probably need to check it again. They didn't do so hard. The mainly, I think they're trying to pivot from games to more DeFi, like agents, AI agents and stuff. Yeah, you guys will be the judge. You probably know more about the project than me at this point. I need to do a little bit more research. So yeah, but anyway, so even if their token is like low, it's that only means that their node holders want to try to sell the node like more. So for us, it's going to be just to build the market. Yeah, just to like enable liquidity for these relatively illiquid assets. That'll be the meaning behind it. Yeah. So the RivalZ node. Yeah. All we know is that at this point is that their node is on Arbitrum, just like the checker node, and but their token is on base. Then the value dropped more than 10x. Wow. What is known is that people paid they paid more than 400 for the node. Wow, 400. And then so right now it's probably just worth like $40, $50, something like that. Huh. Yeah. So that's pretty sad. The opposite would be the DOG node. The DOG node was like they marketed so hard, but no one want to buy it. Like so, and then they had this crazy launch, and everybody's kind of regretful. Yeah, so the RivalZ, if it's a relatively smaller market, which I kind of expect it to be, we will still support it because um, it's basically like the only risk would be that their node become really like lost value, and it doesn't even cover the cost. So in that case, there's a mechanism in the vault to essentially just like shut down. But I don't think they're gonna get there anytime soon. So, let's see what else. Yeah, it's basically still a pretty hectic week so far. If you're using token value as base to determine node value, yeah, lazy, maybe you're able to calculate the node value today. Because I don't have the total vesting token in the node out of my head. It's not gonna be beneficial for node holders using token value. That's true though, because the token value is only a guidance. It's going to be a discounted price of it. Token drop way too hard. Yeah, that's I think at some point of our discussion showed interest in a buyback. Yeah, they wanted to be able to buy back some of their notes as well. Um, I think they might have a really big allocation of total tokens to node holders, maybe even over 20%. Yeah, but we'll figure that out. We'll find out all the research on all of their details. Team wants node buyback. Yeah, so we discussed a little bit about it. Just because Aether did the buyback and it seemed to be making sense for them. But I don't. So to be fair, I don't think that's something they actively think about the buyback. It's just something that they find to be meaningful in the discussion. So don't quote me on that yet. But anyway, so I think project wanted to do buyback typically is it demonstrates that they're still here. Compared with like other project that we talk with like Car, they would be a really nice move for them to integrate with LNT. But they seem to be just not really doing much. It's hard to get a hold of them. So yeah, so that's kind of tough for their community as well. What else? So yeah, basically, Aether. I think Aether's doing really well. The token price pumped really hard for the past few weeks, which indirectly drive up the node trading volume. So yeah, looking to continue to grow with the next campaign. Like you guys are already pretty familiar with the the mechanism. I'm gonna try to do more like educational stuff with Aether. So to try to get more people involved. Let's see. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Like the DOG integration, it's right now still top priority. And lots of things are still developing, but it would be great that the node holders be able to trade their nodes, and then you guys who are already pretty familiarized with the mechanism can profit through maybe LPing or just buying with DOG and then trade DOG token. Because their token is on most of the exchanges and liquidity looks like it's pretty good. So there should be ways to sort of play the game. All right. So any other question, anything else that you guys discuss? Meanwhile, let me try to think about if I'm missing something. The OG has had a good launch. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I think just purely from the like a capital market perspective, is a great launch, right? There's a token, it's price held up. It's a really big FDV, and then most of the yappers and the community, most of them get tokens, but then there are some complaints with the KYC process, but still lots of people are able to profit. But you might like just another perspective from a technical perspective, I think it might be a little bit rushed, just because like you're launching not just a project, you're actually launching a infrastructure layer one that is built for AI and everything. But it looks like that lots of things are still so. But I'm sure the teams are more than capable, and they have all the resources. They're gonna be able to build from here. Yeah, just from a project perspective, I think it's a little bit more segmented. Lot of moving parts. Tokens most liquidity is still on a BSC chain, and that makes sense because I know that they want to launch on Binance Spot, yeah, launch was good. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, looking promising though, in my opinion. Indeed, I'm overall really bullish. So we've like the backstory is we've known the team for like over a year. Like um we've kind of seen them grow from like not even a test net to now like huge launch. So I think their team is very effective. Really hardworking team and very well connected. Founder Michael and some of the co-founders. They work their ass off for this launch. They had the DAT Digital Asset Treasury, like the Nasdaq company, that was announced and listed and traded the week before the token launch. So man, they really have everything aligned. So like now for us, we're more technical than like just pure like financial. We want to see more like progress with the chain on a technical level. We want to see an ecosystem, being built and flourish. Because if there's not enough liquidity, there's not enough project, it's hard to sustain a huge FDV and a ton of vesting token. So yeah, we'll 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 be working pretty hard with them to get the LNT launch. They're really very communicative and like working along us with the launch, finalizing lots of the moving parts. Yeah, so I think that's good. Oh, come and see. I have notes. So I hope it'll be fine. Yeah, let me ask you. So you have node. Like, have you delegated your node, and have you claimed any of the rewards yet from the node portal? Because I personally don't have a DOG node. I wish I bought some, but yeah, I have friends that are like just completely haven't done anything with it. But there are rewards already accruing. Yes, I delegated. Did you delegate with Node Ops or any other or some other providers to mint air, but we can't claim? Yeah, to mint, but we can't. So I just want to confirm with you. So you guys are as node holders, you aren't able to claim anything as of right now, right? So like no, I think because I thought that you could claim like you can decide how much you wanted to claim. You claim all, or you can which is going to be a discount. If you claim a smaller amount and stake it, and then you claim more, you can get more rewards, something like that. Or like you said, that you cannot claim anything. The delegation. So the weird thing is the delegation is happening on Arbitrum, which apparently the team as far as we know, DOGs obviously as the mainnet, they want to grow their own network. So there's no bridge. So right now the delegation actually it's happening on Arbitrum. So yeah, definitely some moving parts. Yeah, come and see. So your node, it's like worth like at least a couple thousand. Congrats. Interesting. So maybe that's one reason token just took off and did not dump nothing. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I think can see please confirm though. Like, are you able to claim the rewards? Because I think you can. I think you can claim some of the rewards. Like just claim it and then send it to Binance and sell it. I think there is some like liquidity there. Yeah, but you're the active node holder yet, so or the node does not yet give token. Right. So the node is running, but it doesn't give the vesting token yet. That is because I think they're doing a monthly vesting. But they have day one unlock. Day one unlock is supposed to be like up to 30% of the total rewards. But then they let you decide if you wanted to get all of them today, or you wanted to get it in the future, which is more. If you get it, if you decide I want to get it everything today, it's going to be a penalty. Yeah. yeah, you can probably check your node portal, and then see how much you get today. Yeah, so we had a friend who has nodes and showed it to me today. Yeah. By the way, the cool thing is that we're integrating with their like, what is it, node portal, like the node the OG node portal. So you'll be able to use LNT directly there. So that's one thing we're working on. Lazy 8, 30% of total rewards unlock at TG. I think so. So actually, let me see if I have the I can just send the link in the chat here. Yeah, so 30% if you that's the like the most you can get, but if you get everything today, there's going to be a penalty. I could be remember it a little bit off, but I think the general idea is like that. Yeah. So if you wanted to withdraw, there were penalties, so you could withdraw less. Correct. Yeah. So that just confirmed what I what I remembered. Yeah. So I just posted the link on node rewards for extra allocations. So this is, yeah. So this might be something else. This is actually the because they didn't sell all of their nodes, so they just burned out all the others. And then so there's going to be extra rewards to be redistributed to existing node holders, which is gonna further make things a little bit. Come and see. Only took the minimum without penalties. Smart, well, or conservative, which is what percentage of tours. Let me see if I can get that article out. I'm pretty sure it's on there, the same site that I just shared link with. Distribution schedule. Yeah, it might be this one. I can't read everything now, but let me share again. Jarko asked oh yeah, he just shared the screenshot. Thank you for sharing though. So let's see. There it is. So total of 2 nodes. Let's just look at the Common C's screenshot. To 2 nodes, a token is 1,709. Or that is because each node gets 850 something. So that is the total maximum you can get if you run the node for 3 years. Reward tier, early withdrawal fee. The amount you can claim and withdraw not includes of penalty for part 1. Okay, so then immediately you get 170.94 unlocked, and then 393 logged. Early withdrawal fee is okay, fair. So that's a pretty hefty fee actually. 235 withdrawal fees, claimable. That is like more than 10%. Okay. Reward part 2, COG total claimed. Yeah, glad to see that your node is active. It allocation for 2 nodes, sum of part 1 and part 2 rewards for all lessons. Correct. Yeah. So exactly 254.7 per node times 2 gets you the total. Let's see. So come and see. You basically get 170.94. So that's 10%. 10% is unlocked now. So how much did you claim? Did you just claim the 10% of it? And then another question is, were you able to claim the token directly on CX? Like, were you able to cash it out? Very, very insightful discussion, actually. Very insightful. I claimed 170. I see. So that's the minimum that you were saying, that not taking much penalties. Got it. Still like 170. Yeah, percent it is. 170 is still worth like times 5, like $800. And I gave 25% in stake. Good. They're really trying to incentivize staking, because I remember I saw that if you stake 120 days, so like what is it, 4 months, you get more than 1,000% APY on zero tokens. They're like rewarding staking very, very heavily. Even a little bit sus, a little bit suspicious. They giving out that much token rewards. Got it. Now come and see, like, were you able to just sell them on CX, or you decided not to? Like, were you yeah, sorry, another question though. I think you just claimed the rewards on the DOG net, right? Or you claimed it elsewhere? Like you claim the rewards and it goes to your wallet on the DOG mainnet. This AMA is quickly turning to ask Clemency anything, ask us anything. Yeah, because I am actually not a node holder. I think some are more knowledgeable about this. So yeah, thank you, Clemency. Yeah, see, this is what happens with the early mainnet, because I remember early the Berachain days is similar. I claimed and I can sell 170 OG tokens. Correct. Yeah, got it. Yeah, got it. And then the rest would be gradually, I guess, unlocked. So that's actually a really, really relevant information. 25% I gave to stake. I see. So you gave the 25% out of the 170 to stake. This is very relevant because it's going to be a little bit different for integration, because not every node is linear, because due to the difference in like decisions you guys make, like come legal penalty. Some people will like withdraw all and take the penalty. Then each node, it's gonna be non-identical. So our integration will be different than the Ada checker node, where each node is gonna be the same. So it this is it's funny because like right now on OpenSea, every checker node it's really no difference. It's the same price. But keep this in mind. Once DOG node become tradable, they're not gonna be the same price, because depending on the previous owner, it's like a second-hand car. You don't know what they've decided, like the value of it. Didn't want penalties. I wanted to wait. Right. Smart though. I agree. I think that there's more for ZOG coming. Like just based on the fact that they did the DAT, the digital asset treasury on Nasdaq and everything. It can't just be one launch and call it a day. Yeah. So remember that the DOG notes are not going to be their future rewards are determined by the initial owner's action. So that's going to be slightly different than the checker notes. Additionally, I had NFT one gravity, so I got tokens for that. Congrats, man! You're really killing it with the DOG eco. That is very cool. You could like do the because we launched the DOG node holder role. You can verify for the role here. Like we didn't really promote it yet, but that's like part of the Discord role now. Yeah, once we go live with the DOG, we'll do like a campaign and then ask our holders to verify roles, just like what we did with the Aether role. Let's not forget Zufai, Zuji it is. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Lazy A, for sure. Yeah, you guys support is really meaningful. Like this, not just like hype, but like actual like user feedback. Very important for us. We are happy to share with you guys that we're making good revenue from the nodes from in ATH. Even at 500 node, I think accumulating like quite some like ATH token revenue to the amount of close to like $1,000 a day. So, but these are like in ATH tokens, so it's volatile. There are ways to hedge it, but overall the idea is that if we started to be really profitable, just like any other business in non Web3, then the equity or like the holders of the protocol will be essentially very much valuable. So that's why we're working hard with the growing the Aether eco and then grow the with the DOG because we'll actually be making revenues and then that could support the launch of a token and then all the members are going to be rewarded and everybody's happy because you just build something meaningful together. So yeah, definitely. Not so to that. I wish it is. I wish it is though. Don't have the exact numbers, but it's like approaching that. And this is heavily dependent on the ATH price. Also, like the revenue are not from node deposits. So node deposit, like we charge like a 5% fee. And most of that goes towards just paying for the running the 500 nodes because it costs money to run those nodes. So yeah, the revenue actually comes from something else. So if we delegate to Meet Air because there are no fees, only commission. Right. So that's the thing with the DOG nodes because you can opt for the commission model, and that's actually good because you don't have to pay in tokens. So yeah, we'll probably because we integrated with NodeOps, there's going to be an option for that, so that we don't have to pay direct fees. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've seen this exact page. So what Common C shared is the options for delegating zero-G nodes, and as you can see, oh, Mint Air, there it is. Mint Air. The biggest one is NodeOps with like close to like 70,000 nodes dedicated. Yeah, Mint Air, Mint Stone. Yeah, we know a couple of these. Actually, don't know Mint Air. We'll try to get connected to discuss how the DeFi is generating revenue from fees and what else. Great question, actually. I think we were trying to explain this to you in some of the ticketed questions. But then, yeah. So so this is really cool. The way that DeFi or the LNT generate revenue, it's really smart. So we don't charge any transaction fees. We charge the deposit the VATH for operation fees, but if the node doesn't require operation fee, we will not charge that fee. So the benefit, the revenue is actually from the buyback. So what happens is that those those who dump VATH, when they sell their VATH, effectively they give up the future ATH rewards. So they sell it at a 30% discount. That means the rest of the 70 will continue to be received to the LNT vault. And then effectively with the LNT vault what does the buyback? this is a I think there's a formula in the doc if you are more like mathematical, like it explains how the buyback works. But basically, the short answer is that we receive ATH and then we buy back VATH and burn. So that's how we maintain the price of the VATH. Remember, the VATH price gradually grows to one-to-one redemption with ATH. That's because we will receive ATH on behalf of all the nodes, and then buy back receive ATH, buy back VATH, and then make sure that there's equal number of the two tokens. So by doing that, because there's a discount, so each time there's a buyback, there's going to be leftover ATH token. To make an example, let's say really money view. Yo, Moo is really. I think you're like really mathematical. Are you an engineer? In my opinion, it works. Also because people started begin also trusting DeFi. Thanks. Yeah. The trust is it's very very valuable in any business and then especially in crypto because it's there's like so many like untrustworthiness. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, so basically like whenever we do the buyback, there's gonna be leftover eight tokens. So we are going to be accumulating, and then let's say it's a 20% discount, and then we receive 100 ATH. We only need to we want to buy back 100 ATH, but we only need 20 ATH to do that, and the rest of the 80 effectively that's like part of the vault, so if it's done well, like if an ATH token price held up, there could be really significant revenue for the LNT vault, just because these projects they have like 10-15% in the notes and their FDVs are over $1 billion, so easily a couple hundred million in total, just total. I wouldn't even call it TVL, but just total value in the vesting contract. And then the buyback revenue it can be significant based on the discount. Yeah. So that's also kind of why we are excited about the DOG one, because the DOG launch, because their node holders are really going to dump. Like you're easily, I think there's one guy on X posted that I think he bought $3,000 worth of notes, and then now it's worth $40,000 on paper. Like that's more than 10x. And then he probably bought earlier tier. I don't know. I haven't see what tier you bought, if you remember the FDV at all. But that guy made more than 10x. And then at this price, he's making 10x even at like 50% discount. He's more than likely to just be okay with making 5x, right? So he's gonna sell the notes and make a little bit less money, but more with conviction, with the confirmation. Yeah. So these model apply to all of these nodes. So that's why we're trying to branch out to all these projects. But the only the two biggest ones are Aether and DOG. Revozy, as Lazy Ape said, was relatively smaller. I don't remember I don't think I checked their FDV, but it can't be over $1 billion. So far, I think it's like 300 million. And ICN maybe even less, couple hundred million. Yeah. In an ideal world for LNT, we don't even need to rent the node. Like there's no operation cost for the node as well. But that's not how it works. So in a nutshell, DeFi is betting on Aether token return if you invest now, because you are giving 30% of Aether token no deposit and then keeping 70, which goes to in the revenue. I think ballpark you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so we are in the sense that if AT is successful, that is absolutely correct. The wallet revenue is in ATH token. So, and then whenever ATH pumps, there's actually more deposit in the NFT wallet, as you can see. So yeah, I'd say so, because you are giving 30% of ATH token deposit and keeping 70. Yeah, but that's true, but that's not, we cannot determine the price on that. So the discount, it's like we don't have control with the discount. It is going to be fluctuating, so we can only estimate the revenue. So yeah, but overall ballpark, that's the idea. We want to see these AI projects become successful. And another cool thing is that this applies to other use cases. Anything that is locked and a vesting contract, you can use RNT. So that's a higher addressable market, these two projects. Yeah, this is an estimate, not exactly as you say. Correct. Yeah, that's why I couldn't give you the exact number, but we can just calculate ballpark. And also we don't know what Aether price going to be in 6 months, because Aether had this very unfriendly claiming vesting rule, well, where your earnings today can only be claimable in 180 days, which DOG does not have. So really good for holders like Come and See. Once you start to receive rewards, you don't have to wait 6 months to claim it, unless they make last minute changes to that. Yeah, so that's actually a really unfriendly feature for the Aether checker nodes. Yeah, I think the fact that you can pick commission or pay $1 for the node operation fee, that's a really nice feature. I think most people are gonna pay with the commission. Yeah, because I mean, if you're just paying 1% commission, that's for most people that's very acceptable. Then we're having a really long AMA day. Wow, it doesn't feel that long because I think the conversation just flows. Yeah, I think Mu is typing something. Great one. Oh, really? Insights. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. Any more last minute questions? I don't want to also take too much of your time. I think someone said that they were working video conferencing while joining the AMA. So don't want you to be caught. We do working. Jarko's working. Got it. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's a pretty. I think the market is turning good, even though there seemed to be a little sell-off this week. But overall, with new token launches and everything, is going well. Where I'm located, yeah, I'm actually in Korea right now because there's this big crypto conference in Korea, and some of our team decided we wanted to travel to Asia. I'm most of the time I'm in the US, but I do travel quite a bit to conferences because that seems to be that's actually, you know what, it's actually quite important to travel to these conferences and talk to these other projects in person, and then sometimes you meet community members too, which is great. Yeah, so I do travel quite a bit. We're gonna be at the Token 2049 in Singapore as well. Nice seeing Marbury, Blueware, and Aether CEO. Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. What's Marbury? I'm pretty sure I met with them today, but I didn't know Marbury. Oh, Blue. Thank you for mentioning that, because they actually wanted to integrate with RNT. We had a conversation with their team, their CEO. Really guy. That's another one because they just wrapped up their node cell, so that's another potential integration in the pipeline. Yeah, Marbury as well. Actually, I have to do a little bit of research on that. Yeah, because they had so the big dog, they host all these events and they're like everywhere. And then yeah, so we tend to go to all the Adair events. Yeah, cool. All right, man, almost an hour. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, great session, and really appreciate the sharing from Common C. And yeah, we're trying to do this weekly. Unless really there's last minute changes, you'll see us next week. But other than that, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you, guys. I see MU is typing something. Oh, just thank you. Thanks. Yeah, for sure. For sure. See you guys next week. All right, logging off. Bye, guys.